Guys, if you've not watched this video before, you're about to be very surprised, okay?
Are men okay? No. No, they are not. We have gone over this many times in more serious videos. Modern men are going through a lot, and for a long time there was nowhere for them to vent. Can't vent to your friends because that's gay. Can't vent to your girlfriend because that's gay. Can't vent to a therapist because that's gay. Everything is gay, except of course gay sex, which we all know is only gay if the balls touch. So what is a man to do? Where is a man to go? Reddit, of course. r/kitchen cels, to be exact. Kitchen Cels is a Reddit page where, quote, incels go to vent their frustrations with the world, as well as show off the food they are consuming at the moment. Now, failed my f***ing driver's test today. I'm 26 years old, I can't hold a job, I can't get laid, I can't even drive. I don't deserve flavors.
Did anyone know that this Reddit exists? So it's got 152,000 members.
Asked a girl out and she started laughing. Aw, that's just a learning experience, dude. Got super hard. Rice. Oh. 5'10", rice looks good. The only girlfriend I've had was on an online game when I was 11. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. That was a man. That was a 45-year-old man. The bar is in hell. I have a huge crush on a coworker. I was talking at her about fishing and I jokingly said I could buy her one of those toy Barbie fishing rods and teach her how to catch a fish. She said, "I don't think I'd be interested in that," in the most disgusted tone of voice I've ever heard a human muster. I like how he said talking at her. Not with her, not talking with her, talking at her. Women love when you talk at them. Just corner them and start yapping about World War I or like Warhammer lore. They f***ing love that shit. Just get right up in their face and explain to them the entire plot of Lord of the Rings. That's how you get him. My mom's new boyfriend is younger than me. Oh no, his mom is being hag-maxed. She's 52, I'm 23, he's 21. He could literally be my brother. What the f*** do they even talk about? Oh, don't worry about it, bro. They're not doing much talking. I wish a tomboy could just casually kidnap me and drag me into a room. Pasta cereal. I feel like tomboys are like an endangered species. What the f*** is that? Forget tomboys, you need to be kidnapped by the feds. You need to be exiled away from society for what you did to that pasta. My ancestors are weeping. The last time I met anyone was when I went to the psych ward a few years ago, where I got a crush on the first girl who ever showed me any interest. She ghosted me. Just my stupid chungus life. Okay, honestly, good. Do not get with the f***ing girl you met at the psych ward, okay? None of this Harley Quinn Joker bullshit. You can't fix her. She can't fix you. No, no. Today I found out the woman I have been pursuing is a lesbian. Burger meat hot dogs for me and my father, who hates me. Okay, 1, that is doo-doo. That is poop from a butt. And 2, it is not over. It's not over. There's still one way you can date her. Put this on. I don't deserve love. Segregated Tic Tacs. I have an eating disorder. Gay. So I almost...
Shu is a great creator, man. I don't know. I mean, she's done this for so long, what, over a decade. But I mean, and I think she takes her time. She only does one video every 2 weeks or once a month. So she does really take her time to research these things to put this out there. But man, I did not know this thing existed on Reddit. I can look at some of these dishes and tell these incels are psychopaths.
I licked this canned tuna to imagine what it feels like to eat pussy. It doesn't taste like that or have that texture though. Put 5 pennies in your mouth, cut a hot dog down the middle, and then lick that. Probably closer. And here I am thinking the guy who licks a can of tuna pretending it was a pussy was rock bottom. What the f*** am I reading?
Fellas, these are our fellow men. You see how funny it is? Man, I've watched this twice, so it's not, I couldn't contain myself the first time I watched it. And even now it's still funny, but you got to understand that these are our brothers. These are men, some more extreme than the others, but they are out there. Okay, they are out there.
Why can't you just buy a fleshlight or something like a normal person? The smell and the flavor are important factors here. Stop. If it smells and tastes like tuna, something is wrong. She has an infection. Suppose a girl has blocked you on every platform, but you know her address. For the past year, you've been sending her one gift.
Let me see some of your comments here. Getting women to leave, so they're not doing factor. Yeah, and again, I don't say this to brag because I know it's come up. Like when I was growing up, I never really had issues uh, with women. Like it was never really an issue for me at all. And I never thought other men had issues because like the guys I went to school with and all that stuff, they all married now, right? Most of them are. I, it wasn't really much of an issue until I moved to the US. And then I realized that, oh man, there are guys here that are really struggling in that regard, right? And I've lived in a lot of countries. I lived in Russia for 6 years. You guys already know that. I never had an issue dating in Russia when I was a student there, you know. Didn't have any issues in England the small time that I spent there. Uh, didn't date in Colombia because I was already seeing dating my I was in a relationship with my wife, so that was not gonna be something I could do. But really, yeah, it's never been. I didn't think it would be this extreme. I knew it was out there. I just never knew it would be something of that concern, and that is probably why people like Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, they became popular because they would appeal to guys like this, right? They would because if you have this issue, you're gonna need to be red pill to get your shit together, right? So the red pill guys will tell you to hit the gym so it helps you uh more become more attractive physically, right? Which I think it's a good thing, you know. They'll tell you to dress a certain way, which will also help your aesthetics. I think that is also a good thing. But what it fails to capture is that they don't teach you the inside part, like how you're supposed to present yourself uh, and to get that respect. You're not gonna get that. They tell you to get that respect with money, and I think you can do a lot without money if you do the internals right, right. So that's typically where like the red pill falls up. Really. Let me catch some of your comments here. Program, a true program. Okay, so this is Rick reacting. The point is that you can have all the self-esteem in the world. That doesn't mean that you may be delusional. Laughing like Saga says, I'm from the US, North Carolina. Shout out to NC, man. What part of NC? My friend just bought a property in outside of Raleigh, Durham. He loves it out. He's in the countryside somewhere. And I used to fumble girls a lot, but I took accountability and improved myself. I don't have much issues attracted. That's good. That's good, man. Yeah. I think a lot of this is just, you know, understanding um yourself and knowing where your flaws are and just working through them, man. It's you can only control what you can control, okay? The ones that you can control, at least control those. uh, all people are created equal in the eyes of God, yes, yes, but unfortunately in the mating world and in the dating world, people have preferences, and sometimes some things depend on how you were created will be stuck against you.
each month, each one bigger than the last. Sometimes you include a note. She's never responded, but you know she's receiving them. How would you proceed? You don't. You don't proceed. It is just actually insane. Like, these people walk amongst us. Like, the guy in front of you in line at the bank might have a being eaten alive fetish. Who knows? An acquaintance I have is talking with his girlfriend and 4 of her friends 40 feet away from me. He said, statistically, 1 of the 10 guys in this room is a racist. They all looked at me. Funfetti pizza. I was talking to a girl who thought I was Latino. When I told her I'm Indian, she almost gagged. Woke up this Sunday morning. I'm still
No offense, but there's gonna be a lot of Asian men in this group. Remember, Asian men tend to be the least favorite in the dating market, and I wouldn't be surprised, man. There'll be a lot of Asians, especially Indians. But you know, they got something that works for them. They have arranged marriages. So, like, I live in a community that is almost maybe what 80%, 90% Indian, and they are all married. So I think a lot of the times their culture fixes that problem for them. They arrange the marriages.
5'9". Okay, 5'9" is not f***ing short. What
That's not even short. 5'9" is not a short height at all. I mean, he's what a few points away from being at the 6 foot line. Wear tall shoes and nobody will even notice. Okay, A lot of the women that ask for this, they don't even know this. They just do an eye test. If you're taller than them and you can wear some high heels, keep it moving, okay? Or date a shorter woman. Shit, do whatever, right?
The hell have the dating apps done to men? Women on dating apps have just like destroyed the male psyche. Like, dudes now believe if you're not 6'3", it's f***ing over. Didn't they just implement like a height filter on like Bumble or one of those apps or something? That is insane. Could you imagine they did a weight filter? Could you imagine no women under 170 pounds? Could you fucking imagine? They would never. They would never. Paid for.
That is a double standard too. Like weight. So weight is something you can control, right? Like you can choose not to be big, or to eat less, or eat less carbs. Height. I mean, if you're a South American, you you barely scratch 5 foot, right? So like some of it is genetically where you're from, or your composition of your parents and your family. In short, you're born at a certain height. There's not much. I heard that they're doing surgeries for that now too, but I don't think I'll tell anybody to do that. I mean, that's like, well, I mean, how many women can you get? There's a woman out there for everybody. Just find the one that is for you. Period. Right. And yeah, or go to cultures where the women are short. Go to Asia. Get your Thai wife. But the weight can be controlled, and that is a double standard. Dating apps will never do that. I don't even encourage men to seek relationships on dating apps. I think it's whatever is left there is the excess. I like the old school where you approach people. Better still, if you're young and you're listening, do it while you're in college. Meet your sweetheart from college and work it up. It's a lot easier that way.
For the first time. They weren't great nudes, but I kept paying because she talked to me. Spinning Glizzy. She talked to you, huh? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you were talking to Cutie Pie Kitten 69 and not f***ing Kamal from Pakistan? Because apparently, that's the thing. Apparently OnlyFans girls hire agencies in like India and Pakistan to like talk to their simps for them. I masturbate to girls until I am tired of them,
Damn.
so I won't.
I did not know that. Did anybody know that? Like they hire like men in India to pretend like women just to talk to Sims? I once saw a guy on YouTube that had a whole business as an OF manager, and he does content about how you can make money, and he was living it up in Bali by just being an OnlyFans manager. He manages. Technically, that's a pimp.
This Is this why the birth rate is so low? See, I was under the impression it was because the economy and because gender relations are so terrible in this country and like women want a career and they're on birth control, blah 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 blah, but I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's just millions of this guy. Or maybe this is just Reddit. I can only get off to femboy hentai now. Corn on the cob, no salt, no butter, no nothing. I can get to the feeling of eating out a girl's Oh, that's not... You know what? Maybe it is. I don't know. My cat was sitting on my lap and I had to make him move because I started to get hard when I saw a gif of Candace Owens. I was watching a not safe for work video with that one French girl and coomed just when the camera randomly zoomed in 4K HD on a guy's face, so I did a load to a guy. Felt a little bit cucked and gay and cried a little bit. You could have looked away. But you didn't. My body is permanently deformed and crippled by decades of compulsive, joyless masturbation. Everyone who sees me can tell instantly. Saw a female's body in the cheese and had to jerk off before finishing the plate. Microwaved cheese lasagna. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read the first part. What the f is that? That is not lasagna. That is an abomination.
He said, pause. Do you want me to go back? And I was like, what? Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, let me listen to that again. Saw a female's body in a cheese and had to jerk off before finishing the plate. Microwave cheese lasagna. Damn.
Microwaved cheese lasagna. Okay. Everyone who sees me can tell instantly. Saw a female's body in the cheese and had to jerk off before finishing the plate. Microwaved cheese lasagna. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read.
This these dishes are truly sad. No wonder they can't get women. Yeah. Something, man. These guys are amongst us, man. This guy be the guy that when you go to check out at the store, he's ringing your products and stuff, man. It could be anybody, man. It could even be guys in our families, bro. I'm telling. Uh, this is sad.
The first part. What the is that? That is not lasagna. That is an abomination. Jerked off to a VTuber crying compilation and the hardest I've ever in my life. I used to be a track star in high school and both my parents always loved me. How did I fall so far? It's actually so crazy how like
So that's another thing, man. The fall happens very quickly when you listen to, and I'm blaming a lot of this on social media too. When you're in a space where it's a lot more degenerate and doesn't assume responsibility and doesn't help you grow, some of this fall is very rapid, bro. Like it just happens to even the best of us.
you can do everything right as a parent. You could just be like a great, responsible parent and raise your kid right. And then one day on your son's like 13th birthday, you gift him his own computer. And then in a few years, he's masturbating to anime girls crying and posting about it on Reddit. Tofu broke apart just like my life. Yesterday, for the first time in my life, I looked for and watched cuck porn on purpose, then cried. I have a micro penis. All porn is cuck porn. You're sitting in a chair watching two people you might as well be sitting in a chair in the corner of a hotel room watching two people on a bed. What's the difference? Porn is basically virtual cucking. Tried to jack off today, but all the porn was so bad I just turned my phone off and cried myself to sleep. Okay, the reason why you think the porn is boring is because you are so completely desensitized from seeing it all the time. Like 40 years ago, dudes were jerking it to like the Sears catalog underwear ads. And now the most insane, depraved shit you could ever fucking imagine is only like a few clicks away. Like, I just don't think humans were meant to live that way. Like, I don't think humans were meant to see sissy hypno inflation compilations every second of the day, you know? Whenever I masturbate, I leave my cum sitting in my underwear. We can smell it, by the way. We can smell the cum. Women especially can tell if you have recently masturbated. You ladies know what I'm talking about. Like, you go up to a guy and, like, you can just tell. Like, you can smell it. If you're a guy and you're like, wait, is she joking? Is she being serious? Don't worry about it. Last night I jerked off and my goopy steamer of a load landed on my Xbox and fell into the ventilation of the console.
What? Damn. And these guys are not really lying about this stuff. I mean, if you have read it, you probably know that people actually share the real. Yeah, man, laughing like saga. I'm telling. I actually have the page pulled up, so we're gonna do our own real time reaction to what people are posting over there.
And it turned me on so much I sprayed the console with 9 sprays of my mom's perfume and masturbated to the stench, and now it won't start. Breakfast to start the day. Why? Why? I've had this crush for 3 years and I want to screenshot and print some of her photos on Instagram to pee on them, but I can't even afford a printer, so I just wrote her name on a piece of paper and drowned it in my piss. I'm just a stupid pee-cel. Why? I hate how the one time she wants to pop a titty for the gram is when she's breastfeeding. Got me using AI just to remove her baby from the pic. Save the earth and post them titties uncensored. Plump and full of milk. This video is turning me into a fucking misandrist. This video is turning me into a femcel. I can't do this anymore. I'm dyeing my hair blue, I'm getting a nose ring, I'm growing out my armpit hair. The girl I like was wearing flip-flops and gym shorts at uni yesterday, sitting on the floor with her legs open. I went home and jerked off 6 times in a row thinking about her feet and her butt. Woke up today, went to pee, and noticed that a chunk of skin on the back of my dick is coming off. That's it! That's it! Men need to be born into prison and then earn their way out. There's probably something terribly wrong with my colon. I've been told to seek medical advice ASAP for several months, but it will probably figure itself out one way or another. Well, you should probably go to the doctor if you don't want something bad. I wish older women would pee on me. Oh. God, the men you have sent to protect us are on Reddit fantasizing about getting pissed on. Discovered cartoon pornography at the age of 8 and life sucks since then. My mom caught me dry humping my torn mattress to some AI porn and hasn't looked at me in the eyes since. I haven't even touched a girl intimately yet and I've lived half my life. I'm 39. Okay, first of all, Bro is fart maxing. Second of all, men, you really gotta stop the porn. You gotta stop it, or like just way less of it. It's not good for you. Listen, I used to be super pro porn a few years ago. Not anymore. It's gotten so bad, especially after COVID. I feel like it got so much worse. I feel like porn addiction just kind of exploded in the past few years. In women too, as we have previously discussed. Like, sure, everything is fine in moderation, blah blah blah, but I feel like there's just like no moderation anymore. I feel like fucking everyone is just a gooner. And it's making everybody depressed. We're just like a society running on like perpetual post-nut depression. Afraid to talk to women at work in case they allegation max. Just friendliness max and LARP as a normapilled creepiness minimizer. I asked a girl out at work and she reported me to HR. I think I'm gonna lose my job. See, this is sad. Like, back in the day, it was totally acceptable to flirt with your coworker, ask her on a date, whatever. Like, so many people's parents met because they worked together, because they were coworkers and they flirted.
Yeah, but then we had a few creeps that also blew that open and made it very uncomfortable for some women, you know. I mean, were there some positives to the whole Me Too thing? Yes, yes, there were some creeps, but there was also regular people that just would have conversations with women the natural way, and they got caught up in that mess too. So it's like both sides had something here, you know, like it's not. I think the current state is horrible, but you know, what are you gonna do?
And they hung out and stuff, and now it's like not socially acceptable at all to do that. HR culture has ruined the relationship between men and women in the workplace. Fuck HR, go talk to your crush. I got called into HR because apparently it's not okay to jokingly ask my coworker if I can gargle her period. Oh, what the f? Okay, never mind. Never mind, don't do that, don't do
What?
change up my bedroom. I got called into HR because apparently it's not okay to jokingly ask my coworker if I can gargle her period. Oh, what the f? Okay, never mind. Never
That was the one I was looking for. That is fucking crazy, man. That is absolutely nuts. Like this dude is trying to what goggle her period? Absolutely nuts, bro.
mind, don't do that, don't do that. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women in general. Total ban on
Yeah, this was the side where, you know, I brought this up right now. This is the side of the issue where, you know, uh, that makes this whole thing, maybe it's good that it's happening, right? That, you know, men stay in your spaces, women stay in your spaces.
talking to women until we figure out what the hell is going on. Downloaded Tinder and got 2 matches in 5 days. F my stupid, ugly life. Okay, from what I know from like men who use the apps that I've talked to, that's actually really
That's good.
Oh my god, they're all so mad at him in the replies. You get a match in less than a week and you complain? Stop humble bragging. I've gotten 0 matches in 3 months. 2 matches in 5 days? Why are you even here? My culture is not your costume. Fake cel. Go outside and get your life together. A true cel gets 0 matches. That's 2 people. How many?
A true cell gets 0 matches. Hey, this is what those passport bro groups have become too, right? Like when you are in your community, you build that community, you have the same mindset, and that everybody that has a different mindset, you see them as a hater, or you know, that's just literally that's how this thing works, right? That somebody had 2 matches, and all of a sudden everybody's mad at him.
How many do you need to be satisfied? Mods, take his balls away. 2 matches. Head on over to Kitchen Chads. Oh god, what is
So there is actually another one called Kitchen Chats where the chats talk about their success. Okay.
Kitchen Chads? Hold on. Kitchen Chads. It's real. Oh my god. I love cooking for my girlfriend with the money I make from my job. Made some ratatouille because I like the movie. Might go for a run later. I have had sex before. This is like the Krusty Krab across the street from the chum bucket. This is evil. This is diabolical. Okay, let's go back to kitchen cels. We're done here. I haven't felt the touch of a woman in months. Months? Fake cel. Try 25 years. Boo, fake cel. Fake cel spotted. Went to the drugstore and the girl cashier was nice to me. Started stuttering, so she kinda giggled at me, so I left immediately. Felt so humiliated I couldn't stop myself to get home and masturbate to A girl I know has recently added me to her close friend stories. Well, today she posted a poll asking what color she should paint her toenails, and apparently my answer was, quote, too specific. I'm no longer in her close friends list. I once walked up to a woman I went to school with since middle school at a bar. Before I could even finish saying hello and asking how she was, a guy put himself between us and asked her if she knew me. She said no. I'm pretty sure they're married now. 22, no driver's license, no post-
Laughing like Sayat says, some of these men are not well. I think all of them are not well, bro. I need to go find me some paper towels to clean my tears, man. This shit is funny as hell.
high school education, never had a job, never kissed a woman, and have horrible social anxiety. Flying bundle of bananas for dinner. I'm Albanian. F you. I'm half Jewish, half Indian. It was over at birth. You didn't have to tell us the half Jewish part. We could tell by the circumcised avocado. 5'3". Finally got the confidence to walk up to a girl at a bar.
The dude circumcised an avocado.
And she bent down and asked me where my parents are. Judging by what we have seen around this subreddit, some guys would be totally into that. Some men are drowning, while others die of thirst. I should clean my bathroom, but without the drain flies, I have nobody left to keep me company. Asmongold, is that you? You don't just have your drain flies. Look, you have a little ant friend too. See? It's not all bad. Made peach cobbler. I have a date tomorrow. Maybe my femcel gay life is over. A woman going on to a incel subreddit talking about how she has a date tomorrow. This is just evil. This is just like eating a 5-course meal in front of a starving African child. What are you doing, bitch? I'm a femcel loser who can't talk to people and
you didn't have to bring African in here.
spends all her time playing games. Guy I had a crush on from high school told me he wasn't interested in a relationship, but I think he's lying and didn't want to tell me he's not interested because I'm fat, chopped, and
Man, some of this food is horrible, man. No, Kung Fu, I think this is real, man. I really do. I think, because like I've used Reddit. I still do. So it's really a platform where people vent, man. Like, I really think this shit is true. And there's a reason it's got that many people. Like, this is not like one person reposting all the time, right? Like, how many fake pages can, there's always going to be some fake pages on Reddit, but how many of them will make multiple fake pages to post different things? As Africans want no part of this nonsense. I think this is true, brother. I really think this is true.
broke. F my fucking loser virgin life. I'm about to turn 25 and I'm still a virgin. I feel like
Yeah, I agree. There's a few guys that are going in there and
it's too late now. Everyone knows more about intimacy than I ever could, and no one will ever want an unattractive, inexperienced femcel. I'm just a lonely virgin femcel gamer. Bro, why are there women in this incel community? They're like f***ing locusts. They come in, they gentrify everything. Sports, politics, board games, video games. Now the incel community, the hating women club is being invaded by women. Is nothing sacred? There's no such thing as a female incel, okay? There's no such thing as a heterosexual female incel. Dating?
yeah, because I mean, you can be 800 pounds and you're still gonna get some dude to stick it in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for women, it's always, they're always gonna get something.
And finding a relationship, different. But any man would f you. It doesn't matter how fat, how socially awkward, how ugly. Men f couches. Men f rotisserie chickens. You can find a man who will f you. All female incels are volcels. That is my hot take.